Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So if you read the title, you know today we're going to do a, I guess almost full face of Merit Beauty. So I've got my bag here and I'm gonna be honest, I have not tried any of these products yet. This is the first time I've ever tried the brand. Some of these products were given to me in PR and then some I did purchase myself. I will let you know which ones I purchased, which ones I didn't. But I'm anxious to try this. Now this is a brand that isn't necessarily my aesthetic. I either tend to go with very little makeup or full glam. I'm kind of not really much in between. So I was very interested when they contacted me to send me some products. I was very interested in the brand. There's been like this wait list for their foundation. They just reformulated it. I got 2 shades of the new reformulated foundation, so anxious to try it. And it's kind of built for that woman on the go and very minimalist type of look, and I like that. I do like that because I tend to go, like I said, very little makeup or no makeup or full glam. So this is like the minimalist, you know, how I would go on the school run or, you know, picking my son up or going to the soccer game. This is probably what I would do rather than just doing no makeup at all. So really anxious to try it. So I've got quite a few products. I'm gonna go through everything and let's try it on. Okay, so before we get into the products, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the brand. So this is from their website, and it says that we take a holistic approach to clean, creating products that are safe for the body, skin, and the planet. Your self-care routine should be safe. We don't use hormone or endocrine disrupting ingredients ever. Our products are EU and clean at Sephora compliant. We share detailed ingredient lists on all product pages, and you can always email us at hi@meritbeauty.com. And then it says skin, we believe in products that leave your skin looking better after wearing them. We've added skin-loving ingredients into our formulas like plant-based squalene, vitamin B5, and antioxidants. We also partnered with Biba de Sosa, a longtime Hollywood favorite esthetician who is famous for her no list. Together, we eliminated another 73 ingredients that are clean, but potentially acne triggering, like coconut oil. So I actually don't have an issue with coconut oil, but I have heard a lot of people do. So I think that's pretty interesting as well. And then obviously the planet luxury can be responsible. We are vegan, cruelty-free, and certified by Leaping Buddy. We aim to eliminate as much virgin plastic as possible from our products and operations, and our shipment packaging is recyclable, reusable, and biodegradable. Now, with every purchase, so with every first purchase, your first orders ship with their signature makeup bag. So I did get that, which I thought was pretty fun. I think it's unique. It doesn't have a zipper, but you basically put your products in here and then you can tie them. Really nice thick bag. And then I got, if you purchased, they had a special $75 or more, you got a free summer bag. So that is what I have here. I don't think they're offering that anymore, but sometimes they do. So, you know, always what I would say, if you're interested in a brand, fill in get on their email list because there's always offers. And sometimes you get better offers through the brand, and sometimes not. Sometimes maybe it goes on sale at Sephora, but not at the brand. So I did get this really, so I have all my products in here. Okay, so I've pulled my hair back and we are gonna start obviously with complexion. So I've prepped my face, I just have moisturizer on, that's it. And this is the Minimalist, it is called the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. It says it's not a foundation or a concealer, but it'll replace both in your makeup bag. Now with 1.7 times more product and redesigned packaging for durability on the go. So that was the one thing that I saw when I was reading old reviews, that it was a lot, not that much product. So they've actually increased the product, so it's 1.7 times more. And this is the stick. So as you can see, I have not used it. And I have 2 shades. So this is Bisque, and Bisque is medium with neutral undertones. And let's see, the other one I have is Dune. And Dune is described as light with cool undertones. So I'm gonna try it now. I think this would be my no tan shade. Could also probably use this under my eyes, and then the bisque would probably be when I have some sort of a tan. So I'm gonna swatch them here. So this is Dune, and obviously I have not swatched them at all. So that is Dune, and it's a pretty, I mean, obviously you can see the pink undertones, but it's pretty good match on my skin. And then now let's go in with bisque. So bisque again is a medium with a neutral undertone. So yeah, this is definitely darker, definitely lighter. Probably I'm gonna try and do both and maybe use this one as a concealer and the highlight. Let's look on my face. So this is the bisque and Dune. So Dune is definitely light, and I think bisque is probably a good match. And I think I can blend it in. It is a little yellow, even though it's a neutral undertone. It is a little yellow, but I think I can make it work. Okay, so I have their brush as well. This they did send to me as well. So both foundation sticks they did send to me, and they sent me this brush. So I'm going to go ahead, and my understanding is that you just go in and you kind of just paint it on your face, and then you go in and blend. So I'm gonna do that on my forehead, and then let's blend it out. Okay, so let's see. And, oh, okay. It almost looks, it definitely blends out really, really nicely. And it almost looks like it just wears off, but you can tell that my face, that my skin is, it is totally evening the texture and the tone of my skin. Whew, I'm actually, well, I'm really impressed. Okay, so let me do this side. I did the whole forehead, but I want to be able to compare the two sides. Okay, so I put some more foundation on, and now I'm just going to, well, I guess it's not foundation. It says it's not foundation. I put more of the product on and blending it out. So, so here is the side with the Minimalist. This is the side without, obviously, my forehead. I put it on, but I'm pretty impressed. So let me go in with the other side. Okay, so I applied some more product, and I also want to point out I have a little blemish red spot here. So I want to note how it covers that spot, because it really, I'm really impressed with how this is looking. Okay, so it covered up the spot. I didn't even put the product straight on the spot, but it covered it out, blended out really nicely. I'm pretty impressed. I did not, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna like this. At least for a light coverage, yes, but it's got a lot more coverage than I expected, especially from a stick. I don't typically use stick foundations. I haven't in a long time, but I could see this being, it's just very easy on the go, really, really easy. So I'm really impressed with the coverage. So let's get on to the next product. Actually, before we move on, I am going to go in with Dune, which is the lighter shade, and also has a pink undertone, and I'm gonna use that kind of as a concealer. I probably could have brought the other product up, but since I have the two shades and this one is a little light, that is what I'm gonna use this one for. So I'm just gonna blend it out, highlight a little bit, and use it as a concealer. Okay, so now I'm done with the Minimalist foundation, and I have to say I'm really impressed. Now, I tend to use a powder. It feels like I won't need one, and also they don't have a powder, so I'm not going to use one today, but it feels like it's starting to dry down, even though it does feel very dewy. So I'll probably use a setting spray, even though they don't have a setting spray either, but I probably will use a setting spray, but I won't use a powder to see how it lasts. But it doesn't feel too dewy. I just really like it. Okay, so the next product is going to be the Bronze Balm. This is a brand new product. It just came out within the last month, and it says sheer bronzer, the easiest bronzer ever, a sheer buildable formula that gives a wash of natural warmth and depth. This comes in 5 shades. So the lowest shade, the lightest shade is Quince, and it's for fair minimalist shade, so Bone to Dune. So I looked at that, and Dune was the original minimalist shade that I got, which is the one I ended up using as concealer. I just thought it looked a little light. So I went with Clay, which is the second lightest, and Clay is for light minimalist shades, Ecro to Bisque, and Bisque is the one I had. So I'm really glad because looking at it, I think it's a good shade. So this is Clay, and it feels very sheer. It says it's a sheer bronzer. It looks very sheer, and it seems a little dewy. So personally, I love the shape of it. Usually the bronzers, they're round, and I think that this gives you can go wide or you can go narrow. So I really like that. I haven't used it obviously, but the other three shades are Scene, which is for medium minimalist shades, Sand to Buff. Then there's Leo, which is a medium deep minimalist shades, Amber to Tiger Eye. And then the last one is Monarch, which is a deep minimalist shades, Sepia to Umber. So those are the 5 shades. You know, let's try it. Okay, so let's just go ahead and apply. And ooh, that is really pretty. Really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna apply it just contour my cheeks. And let's go in on my forehead. And since it's thin, let's try the nose. I don't always do the nose, but let's go ahead and try. It applies really easily. Let's hope it blends out pretty easily. Okay, so I'm gonna go out and blend it. And again, I've said this before, but I am not a makeup artist, nor do I pretend to be. I am just a middle-aged mom who works full-time and likes makeup. And I really learned to do makeup during the shutdown. I've always enjoyed makeup, but I never really learned. And then a friend of mine gave me a lesson over FaceTime, and I started playing with makeup because I had nothing else to do. So yeah, that is what, so don't criticize or critique my my skills because they're minimal, but I enjoy it and I learn, and I enjoy learning. So I will say this blends out beautifully. This is really easy, and I am doing this on a very tiny Baby Yoda mirror, and like I don't have a monitor. My monitor is my little camera right here, so it could be splotchy, but it feels like it looks in my mirror, it looks pretty good. It's a sheer bronzer, but then the Minimalist foundation is very thin, even though it does give good coverage. So I feel like it goes, like I'm wearing bronzer, but you can't really tell. Does that make sense? Okay, so next up is going to be the Blush Balm. That's what I have here, and it is a cream tint that melts into skin for lit from within color that stays flush all day. So one thing I will notice is that the packaging has changed. It's now gold. It used to be, I guess like a blue color, but the packaging has now switched to gold. So they basically, when they upgraded the Minimalist foundation, they have also changed a lot of the packaging. I really like it. It's very sleek, very modern, feels very adult, if that makes sense. So I have 2 shades. One I was gifted, which is the Beverly Hills, and then I purchased Cheeky. So Beverly Hills is described as a soft peach, and then Cheeky is described as a cool pink. So let's go ahead and take a look at the swatches. So this is going to be Beverly Hills. So Beverly Hills is the peach, and Cheeky is the cool pink. So Beverly Hills, Cheeky. There is also one called Terracotta. Well, there's 3 other shades. Terracotta is a warm cream, Raspberry Beret, which is a deep berry, and Mood, which is a soft burgundy. Of the other 3, I definitely want to get Terracotta. So because the Terracotta is definitely more of a warm tone. This is a peach, but it doesn't really seem very warm. I just feel like this one's just a little bit darker. But let's go in with Beverly Hills first. I might go back in and do Cheeky first, but let's go in with Beverly Hills. Okay, so typically when I apply cream products, I usually apply it on the brush, but I'm gonna try applying this directly to the skin because I feel like that's what it's meant to do. So I'm gonna do it like that and then blend it out because it really applied, the bronzer applied really, really well directly to the skin. So, and now let's go in and blend it out. And honestly, I could probably blend this out with my fingers. I don't even think I need a brush. It is that easy. So this is something that if you wanted just to do it in your purse, you absolutely don't need a brush. Like I'm going over it with a brush, but you really don't need. So this is definitely the lighter shade. I'm gonna try putting this on my eyes, kind of like an eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on my finger and just go over just to add a little color on the lid. And I think it looks really nice. I don't know if we are supposed to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But I think okay, so finishing off with our complexion products, this is the Day Glow Highlighting Balm. There comes in 3 shades and it says, made for daytime, this highlighter gives a dewy, balmy sheen with 0 sparkle. So I got the shade Cava, which is described as a champagne. And here we go. I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see it on here, but yeah, it is very, very subtle. You can barely even see it here. So it is not, I did know that. This, I also did purchase this. I did not receive this. The other 2 shades are Bounce, which is a rose gold, and then Citrine, which is a soft gold. So I just got the lightest shade. I might regret that because it seems to be pretty light, but I'm just gonna put it here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's very subtle. I guess with the minimalist makeup, it's fine. It's just it's very minimalist. So I think it's okay, but this is probably so far the one product I would say you could do without. Okay, so now we're gonna move up to the eyes, and they have a brow pomade and a mascara. So I do have both. Again, I did purchase these on my own. I'm hoping that they come out with some sort of eye shadow, like a single shadow, something like maybe the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. I did just go ahead and use the Flush Balm, but I don't think it's really made. It seems a little bit creamy, so I don't think it's really made for the eyes. So I hope that they come out with like a single shadow to kind of complete the line. Maybe that's something that they're doing. So I have the 2 eye products, like I said, the brow pomade, which is Brow 1980. It is a volumizing pomade, a nod to the brows of the 80s. This pomade adds color and volume for healthy, fluffy arcs. It comes in blonde with cool undertones. Brown is light to medium cool brown, and then soft black, which is a warm black. So I got blonde, obviously. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. I was thinking that this actually comes out on the long side, which I've never seen before. Okay, so that is the wand, and I usually go in with a pencil. I usually will go in with a brow pomade or something after. I have dyed my eyebrows recently. I want to say maybe a week and a half ago, so they do have some color, so I can use just something like this when they're tinted. When they're not tinted, I have to use a pencil. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. This is yeah, I think it's pretty good. Again, I don't normally use a product like this, but for what it is, I think it works pretty well. Okay, so I just finished the other brow. I think it works pretty well. I mean, the brow products are hard, especially something like this that I don't typically use. I've used the Benefit one. Do I like it more than Benefit? No, but I don't necessarily like it less either. This is usually just not the type of product I use, but I like it. So if you like this type of product, definitely check this one out because I think it does work really well. We'll see how it lasts during the day. Okay, the next product is their mascara. This is called the Clean Lash Lengthening Mascara. It says your go-to mascara for every day. It tints, lengthens, and lifts lashes with no smudging ever. It says ever. It doesn't smudge ever. It's supposed to be a tubey mascara. I've heard it's kind of mixed with the tubey mascara, that it's kind of not. One thing I do love about this is the packaging. So it's the slick black packaging, but it's also square, which I think is great. I got Perfect Black, which is, I think that's the only shade. But I loved the square packaging. I think it just looks very sleek and sophisticated. So, but the true test will be how does it perform. So here is the wand. Wand is very typical. I love it. Comes off, and I've never used it, and it is very clean. There's no clumps, which usually the first time you use a mascara, I usually will get. So I'm gonna put some mascara on top of my lashes first. Now I did tint my lashes when I tinted my eyebrows, but my lashes, it never lasts as long. So I do have some color there, so they're not blonde or transparent, which is what they typically are, but they do have some color, but they don't have a lot. So going in very, very lightly. And I mean, initially, it looks pretty good. It definitely gave me some length, some curl. So far, so good. Okay, just went in and touched a little bit off camera, and I wanted to do a comparison. So that is the comparison. This is pretty much like 1.5 coats, and pretty impressed. Like, it definitely is a difference, and it looks really good. Okay, so I just finished the other side, and I'm really impressed with this mascara. If it doesn't smudge, and it swears that it doesn't smudge, it says it doesn't smudge ever, this is gonna be one of my top mascaras, because I have a problem with mascara smudging on me, and this one, I mean, it really made, I like that it's very thin, it's very, it doesn't clump, it's very easy to apply. I have a lot of problems with the mascara clumping. I also could put it on my lower lashes and it didn't clump. So far I'm really liking this mascara, and I think that's a big surprise. I really only bought the 2 eye products because I wanted to do a full face with everything they had. But the brow pomade I do like. This, so far, if it doesn't smudge, this one's really good. Okay, so I actually have 2 lip products. I have their lip oil and also their lipstick. So I have 2 shades of the lip oil. So I'm gonna put on one of those now, take that off, and probably go in with the lipstick. But then I'm also probably going to, since I have 2 shades of the Flush Balm and the lip oil, I'm probably going to reapply so I can get, kind of give you a comparison, because one is more peach and one is more pink. So I am going to go in with the peachier shade, which is Marrakesh. So first of all, this is called the Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil, and it is a slick of sheer color infused with rosehip oil and shea butter for healthy lips all day. And it comes in a couple shades. So this is the Marrakesh, this is Soft Peach. The other shades it comes with Bel Air is a warm clear, All Naturel is a warm cream. Then there's Taupe, which is a neutral brown. Pink Beat is a cool pink. That's the other one I have. Then we talked about Marrakesh, which is a soft peach. Then Caracara, which is a soft red orange. Sangria, which is a deep berry. And then Falcon, which is a deep brown. So this is going to be Marrakesh. And then this is Pink Beat. So Marrakesh, which is like a peach. Pink Beat, which is obviously pink. So I'm gonna go in first with Marrakesh, since I'm wearing the Beverly Hills Flush Balm, which has a peach. So I'm gonna go in with that first, and then I'm going to probably Cheeky, which is the pink one, so that we can kind of get a look, kind of both looks. Okay, so here is the applicator, and this is Marrakesh. Again, it's described as a soft peach. Okay, so this is Marrakesh. Really nice. I mean, it is a lip oil, and usually the lip oils don't give me that much color, but these are pretty opaque. I want to say this doesn't feel like a traditional lip oil. It feels almost like a cross between a lip cream, lip gloss, and lip oil. Yeah, so far I really like it. I love this color. I mean, I am not wearing any lip liner. I'm not wearing anything, and I think it gives a really good color. I think it looks really well. So this is, I guess, the first look. This, I would say, the only thing is I'm starting to see oils come through. I would probably either do a mattifying primer. I have one that is a mattifying primer that it's also a sunscreen. So I would probably use that as a base before I went in. And I wear that a lot during the day because I'll wear that without makeup. So that would probably be better because I do feel a little glowy, or just go in with powder after. But I think the whole purpose of the Merit is to not do powder. I don't hate it. And I know that looking glowy is the look right now. I like matte. So, but I don't hate it. I don't feel I'm too glowy, but I'm starting to, obviously I'm under lights, so I'm probably sweating a little bit more, but I'm gonna see how it wears. But before I do that, I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to switch out the cheek balm and the lips so that I can try the other shades, so you can kind of take a comparison of how they look. And then I do have a lipstick. Okay, so before I do that, I just took off the lip oil. Now I had it on for maybe less than 5 minutes, and I took it off, and it kind of left some color, like not a lot, but it did have a little bit of a staining quality. So I don't know how long this is gonna last, but I do like that because, you know, lip oils tend to wear off. So if it wears off, you're gonna leave some color. And again, I didn't even have it on that long. So just something I don't know if you like that, but personally I do. Okay, so I've taken off the other Flush Balm and the lip oil, and I'm gonna go in with Cheeky. This is the one that is described as a cool pink. And I'm gonna go in, just like I did the other one, I'm gonna go straight in onto the cheek. And this one obviously gives a lot more pigment. Personally, I think this is, I like this one more. I do like the shade of the other one. I just wish it was a little bit deeper. So I am gonna blend it out with the brush on this side. And again, you can totally go in with your fingers. And actually I'll do that on this side just to kind of see how it goes with the fingers. But yeah, it blends out really nice. I still like the brush to kind of smooth the edges, but you don't need it. You can totally go in with your fingers. So this is Cheeky. Obviously, again, doing it on a small mirror, doing it on a small camera, but I do, I like the ones that have a little bit more pigment. They're very, very sheer. So the light shades are almost too light. I still like the other one. I'll get use out of it, but I think I like this one more. Okay, and just like the other one, I'm gonna go in on the eyelids to give a little color to the eyes. I also thought about going in with the balm, with the bronzer, but I decided to do this so that it can be consistent between the two shades. But you know, this is not made for the eyes, so it's probably going to crease, but it's going to, you could probably powder it down so to prevent that. But this is Cheeky. Okay, so now let's go in with the other lip oil. This is Pink Beat, and this is the one that's described as cool pink. Okay, so this is Pink Beat. So this is Pink Beat, that is Cheeky, and this is the completed look for, I guess, the pink look. Okay, so obviously I have taken off the lip oil, and that's because I do have one more product, and that is their signature lip lightweight lipstick. This it says lipstick you can live with, a hydrating buildable lipstick with a soft satin finish. It's so lightweight you'll forget you're wearing it. So I have the shade Baby, which is a neutral pink. This is it. Let's see. So I only have one shade. Again, this was one I purchased. The lip oils, I think I forgot to mention, one of them was gifted, one of them I did purchase. Let's go ahead and try this. And actually, let's go ahead and swatch it first. So here's the swatch. So it does seem to be very lightweight, neutral pink, kind of reminds me of Pillow Talk. Okay, so out of curiosity, I wanted to compare it to Pillow Talk. So this is Baby, and then this is Pillow Talk, obviously from Charlotte Tilbury. So very similar. This one, this is Baby. This one is just a little bit, I don't know, I feel like it has more purple in it, but similar. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply it. Okay, so this is the lipstick. Really like it. So even though it's kind of, the color is similar to Pillow Talk, definitely a different formula, because this was a satin, very moisturizing, kind of shiny, whereas Pillow Talk is a matte revolution, obviously matte shade. So really liking this. They have a couple different shades, so let me go ahead and read the shades that they have. They have a Slip, which is a warm neutral, Millennial, which is a classic pink, Baby, which is a neutral pink, which is what I'm wearing, Cabo, which is a soft red orange, La Avenue is berry brown, Tiger is brick red, Fashion is soft berry, and 1990 is deep brown. So those are the shades. This is Baby. I really like this. I wanted to get a lipstick. I really was torn to which shade to get, and I'm really, really happy with this shade. So I'm gonna put the lip oil on top of this kind of as a gloss, and then come back with my final thoughts. Okay, I'm back, hair wrap is gone. So final thoughts. As a whole, I am actually really impressed and really like the entire line as a whole, much more than I thought. Mainly because I am a, I like full coverage makeup. I like, going full glam. But this is the kind of minimalist where I can wear a little bit of makeup, but not, just, and do it fast, because I could do this. Obviously I was doing it on camera, but I could do this and use these products within 5 minutes, most 10. It could be really fast, where something where I could do right before work, going to a soccer game, you go on the weekends where I normally would just not wear makeup. This is something that I could do really fast. So it serves its purpose. So let's go through all the products. So let's go ahead and start with the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. It's the foundation. It is $38. So it's $38. I went with a medium shade. I am normally a light to medium. The Dune was a little too light. Definitely can use it as a concealer. Fortunately, the two sticks, the foundation sticks, were both gifted to me. So that was a benefit for me. I would almost err on the side of going a little darker than you think, because I think that worked out well for me. But you know you. But that is $38. The brush number one, the blending brush, that is $30. That is fantastic, and I think it really works well with the perfecting stick or the foundation. So if you have a brush like this, you could definitely probably use it, but I feel very, very soft, good quality brush. So they do have kits, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But if you're going to spend the money on the foundation, I would get the brush as well. And I see, again, with this foundation stick, I do see why there was a wait list. It's really good. Okay, moving on, let's go into the complexion, the bronzer stick. So the Bronze Balm, love, absolutely love. Again, I got the second to lightest shade, Kava, which is typically what I do. So I really liked it. I probably could have even gone to a deeper shade, but I think with the Minimalist, this works out really well, blends out really well. It is a sheer bronzer, but it is better than it was in pictures. I know a lot of people were saying in the pictures it didn't look good. I would say it works better than the pictures. And this is $30. This I think is worth it. Next is the Cheek, the Flush Balms. This is the one Cheeky. This is the one I'm wearing right now. These are $28. Again, I think these are great. I would say, unless you want very sheer minimalist coverage, I would go with a darker shade. So this is Cheeky. Beverly Hills I like, but was a little bit light. So I would go with the ones that almost seem a little bit dark because they are so sheer. But I do think I really like it. And like I said, I'm wearing it on the eye. You could definitely wear it. This is something really easy. You don't need a brush. I did use a brush, but you could also blend it out with your fingers. Same with the Bronze Balm. The other thing is the Day Glow. This is the shade Kava. This is the highlighting balm. This is the one thing I would say is a pass for me. I don't hate it. I just I don't really love it either. It's $30 to me. It's just not worth it. Of course, this is one of the products I purchased. Did get the lightest shade. So this is the champagne shade. They have a rose gold and a gold shade. I probably needed to get maybe the rose gold shade. I think this one is just so light. It's so sheer. It really does nothing. So for me, this is a pass. But plus, if I'm going with a minimalist look, I'm probably not using a highlighter anyway. So this is the one thing I don't hate it. I'll use it. I'll definitely use it because I bought it. But this is the one thing that I would say of the complexion is a pass. Okay, moving on to the eyes, we have the Brow Pomade. This is $24. This is really good. Is it better than anything I've tried? Don't think so, but I also don't use a lot of pomades, but I do really like it. And it didn't leave my brows sticky. I thought it made my brows look good. So I do really like it. I'm going to continue using this. So, but $24 is a pretty good price. And then if you can get one of the kits, you can probably get this at, maybe even a little bit cheaper because they'll talk about the kits in a second. But I do really like it. If you need a brow pomade, it's worth trying. However, I wouldn't go out of your way to purchase it. The mascara though, I've got way too many mascaras right now that I'm trying to work through. However, I really like this one. Really, really like this one. This is $26. I'll update in the description box how I like it. If there's any changes, if it smudges on me, anything like that, I will put it in the description box. But so far, I really like it. I really like how it made my lashes look. Again, this would be for one that's an everyday, but it didn't come out clumpy. It was very easy to apply. I mean, you saw the difference between my when one was applied and one wasn't. So the mascara, really impressed, $26, definitely worth trying. And then finally, now we are at the lip products. So we have, first of all, the lightweight lipstick, which is called their signature lip. This is $26. This again was something that sold out. I think it's really good. It's a really good $26 if you consider a high-end brand. You know, I compare everything to Charlotte Tilbury because that is my favorite brand. $26. Her lipsticks run $34. So this is already significantly cheaper, $8. You know, if you're buying one or, you know, one, it's not a big deal, but when you're buying multiples, it's going to be a big price. So really pretty, really like it. You know, it lasts long, and I didn't put any lip liner on. So I applied this without the lip liner. Again, really pretty. Baby is the one I'm wearing. I'd be anxious to try other ones. If you don't like a matte lip, don't get this. It's satin, but if you do like this type of lipstick, then it's definitely worth it. However, the lip oils, this is where it's at. To me, if you were to choose between one or the other, I would go with the lip oils. They have pigment, they last, they kind of give a stain to your lip. I think these are excellent. These are $24. This is not a typical lip oil. I have a couple lip oils that I really like, but this is unique. They're opaque. They have a lot of tint. They have a lot of color. I want to get more of these. These are excellent. So again, I think the lipstick is good, but if you were between and you wanted to try one, go with these. And for how it's wearing, obviously I just put it on. I've probably been wearing it, been filming for on and off for about an hour, and I do see my oils coming through. I'm not oily. I have a, you know, combination, but basically a normal skin. I'm not dry. If you have dry skin, you will love this. I think you will love it, but I will probably try this again when I wear this on my own. I'm gonna be wearing this at work. So I work from home, but I am on Zoom a lot. So I'm going to be testing this, and this whole line is something that I can probably just put on my bathroom and apply this. And because I have a beauty vanity, that's where all my makeup is, but I do have some products in my bathroom. It's just the stuff that I wear on an everyday. This is where these products are going. This is because this is something I can do quick, on the go. This is something that I'm going to be wearing on every day where I'm not going out, or I just want a little bit of makeup. I want to look alive. I like pretty much, I really love everything except the highlighting balm, which I just think is okay. And the brow pomade, it's just not a product that I'm used to, but I really like it. So I'm just kind of undecided if I can say it's worth getting, because I just don't use those types of products that often. But the mascara is great, the Flush Balm, I just think everything's great. And I think it, for what it is, it makes sense. Like it is a minimalist, very easy, women on the go, and I'm talking way too much. So I do have an affiliate link. It's going to be below. If I do get any codes, I don't have a code right now, but if I have any discount codes, I will put it in the description box below. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.